Welcome to yet another interesting pattern drafting class. Today we shall be making this corset. If you are new, kindly subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. This is our back bodice, CB, and this is our front bodice. Note that the front bodice and the back bodice is a full bodice. At the arm's eye, just above the bust line, measure half an inch on both the front bodice and the back bodice, like so. Half an inch. Connect the half inch already measured to the back bodice, like so, on the back, using a curve. It shouldn't be a straight line, it should be a curve. Because I want to use a zipper at the back instead of a lace, I'm going to want my back to be flat. And to do that, I have just measured half an inch from the center back of the back bodice. This is so I don't have a bulged zipper at the back. From the center back, you take the entire measurement of the back to the side, like so, the new side. Divide whatever you get by 3, and then you mark it on the back bodice, like so. Using a straight line, you connect the hem and the mark already on your bust line at the back. Now you have 3 panels. Now you cancel your back dart, the entire back dart. You can choose to erase it, or you can just cancel it the way I'm canceling it. You don't need it because that part is now a panel. It is one of the panels we have at the back. Next thing you do is you measure the width of the dart. Whatever you get, you divide it into 2. This is going to be what you will now apply on your back panels to create a dart, new dart. Whatever you get, you divide it into 2 and apply it on the side of your new style line, like so, to create a new seam. I am using the centimeters to guide me. On either side of it is what you will put your answers, because we are going to use it to create a new seam line. Remember, we have 3 panels now. You will then use your ruler and connect the dart lines, like so. Remember, this is our new dart. We got this by dividing our original dart width into 2, and then further dividing our answer by 2, and then marking it on either side of our line that we initially drew. This is used to give us a new dart shape. You will notice that I have gone ahead and also indicated the width of the dart at the bust line of the back. this is the reason why I did so. It's just so that the back would be tight and not fall off when worn on a dress. I just removed centimeter on either side of the line. That is 1 centimeter, half centimeter on either side of those lines. Our panels are labeled 1, 2, 3. It is very important that you label your patterns and your panels so that when you join in, you would know which one is joined to this and that, so you don't make a mistake. I've also marked the point where I would use as a mark point when joining. Now, I don't know if it's clear, but my front bodice is longer than my back bodice. I will find the difference, and that is what I will now use to take out the excess. Whatever the difference is, I would take out the excess with it like I did. So that's 1 inch over there. That's the difference between the front and back bodice. Now, from the bust line, I would measure the difference. In this case, 1 inch. I would measure 1 inch below the bust line like so. Using a ruler, I'll connect it with a straight line to the bust point like so. Remember, it's the difference we're trying to indicate at the bust line. When you check from the waistline here and the waistline of the front bodice, you realize that the difference is 1 inch, and that is the 1 inch I have indicated under the bust line. From the center front line at the hem, we measure 2 centimeters like so. Your centimeter is usually at the back of your tape. If you don't have this type of tape, whatever tape you have, you measure 2 centimeters. Now from the bust line, you create a curve that connects to this 2 centimeter already drawn. Don't mind the dot over there, just create a soft curve towards the 2 centimeters drawn or marked like so. I have gone ahead and drawn the curve, as you can see, and here I am cancelling the dot. I don't need it now because I'm going to redraw all seam lines. And just like the back, we would measure the width of the dots here as well. From the bust line, I measure 3 inch, which is my bust circumference, and then create a curve adjoining to that 3 inch that I have measured. This 3 inch is applicable to somebody who is someone who is size 12, different body size with their different bust circumference. This is where you would draw your preferred neck shape. Now we're connecting it to the 1/2 inch already created by the side of the front bodice with a soft curve. From this point, we're going to expand the dot that is the shoulder dot there, so that that area of the chest will be tight. Now I would measure 1 centimeter there from the dot like so, and then connect it to the bust point with a curve. At the bust point, I will measure 1/2 centimeter, the 0.5 centimeter, and 1/2 centimeter at the under bust. and 1 centimeter at the hem. And also at the waist. Now connect all the dots indicated to the bust point, the under bust, the waist, and the hem. As you can see, I have drawn the marks, joined all the marks together using a curve. Remember, we don't need our initial dart. Now you measure what you have, like so, and whatever you get, you divide it into 2 and mark it like so. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification for new videos. It is important that when cutting this on a fabric, you cut on a non-stretchy fabric. At the hem, from the dart we already indicated that is the new seam line, I measured 2.5 inch. Those are all our darted points. 2.5 inch. Using a curve, we'll connect from the upper bodice to the 2.5 we marked at the hem. As you can see, I already did that. I connected it with a soft curve. Remember, we divided our initial dart by 3 and we applied 1/3 of the dart to our. Now the remaining 2/3 is what we are going to apply to have a new seam line. Please subscribe to the channel and turn on your notification. From the bust line, we shall be creating a soft curve to connect it to our seam at the waist and the hem. To have a smaller waist, you can increase the dart at the waistline of the remaining part of the bodice. Instead of say 2 centimeter out of the 2/3, you make it 3 centimeter just so you would cinch the waist. Now you can see I have connected with a curve, and this is what we have. I have also gone ahead to label them because, like I told you, it is very important to label. It is important to label your panel. I have gone ahead and labeled them 1, 2, 3. And this is what we have for the front bodice. Now I have gone ahead and cut the center front, and I have 2 panels left. I didn't cut them because I forgot to close the bust dart. So I have now cut out the marking we initially drew to the bust point, and I made a mistake. Instead of cutting it in such a way that it doesn't cut off completely from the remaining parts of the pattern, I cut it off completely, but not so bad. What I'll do now is to join it with a seal tape so that everything is covered and the bust dart is covered as well. And then I will now go ahead and smoothen the bust point and redraw my dart line or seam line. Now, as you can see, I have gone ahead and cut out the pieces, removing all the that's the unwanted parts. That's the dart. Ensure that you mark your point, that is those points where you're going to join together when joining it. This is important, and it is equally important that you label your pieces. That is your panel. Always indicate which arrow goes to which point. This is important. Go ahead and turn your notification for this channel if you enjoy what you're watching. Now what I'm trying to do is to put the hem together just so I would know if I have a straight curve or the hem is not equal. I have gone ahead and joined them together and found out that I have a curve, a perfect curve at the hem. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel if you enjoy what you're watching.